On Friday, the European Commission revealed its new Electrification Action Plan, which apparently aims to turn Europe into the world's first, in the words of the Commission, electro-continent. So in this video, we're going to explain why the EU wants to electrify Europe, what this new plan involves, and whether it'll actually work. So let's start by explaining what we mean by electrification. This is a bit of a generalisation, but broadly speaking, energy consumption can be split into two forms. Direct fuel consumption, which includes burning fuels for stuff like transport and heating, and electricity consumption. Electrification is essentially the process of shifting away from direct fuel towards electricity, so that electricity accounts for a larger share of total energy consumption. To some extent, electrification should happen naturally, for the simple reason that electricity is, generally speaking, more efficient than burning fuel. But it's also something that policymakers actively aim towards, largely because electrification is central to the energy transition, which involves doing essentially two things. First, you have to decarbonise your electricity supply by, say, replacing your coal or gas power plants with wind and solar farms. And second, you've got to actually electrify your economy by, say, replacing petrol cars with electric vehicles or gas boilers with electric heat pumps. The EU has made pretty good progress on the first part of the energy transition. Last year, for instance, renewables generated roughly half of the EU's electricity, according to the independent energy think tank Hjälper, with wind and solar power overtaking fossil fuels for the first time. However, the EU has made less impressive progress on the second part of the energy transition. Electricity's share of total energy consumption has barely ticked up in recent years, and currently sits at about 23%. Anyway, this is the context in which the European Commission has launched its new Electrification Action Plan, which aims to double the electrification rate by 2040, i.e. go from 23% to 46% in the next 13 years. So that's the plan, but will it actually happen? Well, it's not impossible, but it feels pretty unfeasible.